In a lot of my coaching sessions with branch managers at DML, one of the things that comes up fairly regularly is goal setting. And how do I set goals, or how do I set goals for this year or next year or for the next 3 years? What does that look like? And I think I see a lot of people setting goals or trying to set goals, at least on the mortgage side or even any sales, where they say, all right, well, how many deals do I want to close? Or how many clients do I want to help? Or what volume do I want to close, or whatever. And I think, like, if you're going about setting your goals that way, you're just doing it wrong. And that's not to say like that can't work sometimes. I just think specifically in the mortgage business, like nobody when they were 4 years old goes, oh, I want to sell mortgages, right? Like when I was 4-year-old Mike Naylor and my parents asked me, what do I want to do for a living? I was probably wearing a Superman costume and I told them I want to be an astronaut or a baseball player. I didn't say that, I wanted to grow up and sell mortgages. So for me, it becomes about the personal goals. And if anybody really truly tells you, for me, I'm so passionate about mortgages in general, like they're lying or they're not being honest with themselves. Like really what they're passionate about and what's going to drive their success is, what do they want to do outside of mortgages? Like what are their personal goals? So for me, that's always where I start. And then it becomes, all right, well, what are your 30-day personal goals? Like for you, like what do you need to do personally in the next 30 days for you to feel good about health, wealth, and yourself? And then we look at a year, and then we look at 3 years. So we start with the personal goals. Your personal goals are what's going to drive your personal success, because why else are we doing this? And that can be vacations, purchases of new homes, or something that you want to do, a trip, something you want to do for your family, your kids, whatever it is. Like that's where you got to start, and then you got to start looking out from there. And then you look at, all right, these are my personal goals. What do I need to go do professionally to chase down those personal goals? And that's where we get into the professional goals of, in the next 30 days, what do I need to do? In the next year, what do I need to do? And in the next 3 years, what do I need to do?